Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Yan. Today we are listening to a group that I've only heard or seen from Road to Kingdom. And so I was thinking about them for some time and I was like, where did that group go? Because I see online a list of comebacks and I was like, I don't see their names. But they actually tweaked it just a little bit and I did not know. So the group I'm talking about is TO, but then they changed it to TO1 and I was like, oh, I thought TO1 was a completely different group, but they're the same. It's just they changed the name. So I was quite impressed when they were in Road to Kingdom, very new. They only had like 1 or 2 songs and they were like super rookie, but they were able to compete and work together and cooperate with, their older respected groups. I don't know what they're called. Sunbae, Hobae, something like that. But anyways, they're senior groups. And so I thought, they definitely have potential and a lot of talent and I wanted to see them more. And I finally found them after some time. So yay. So the name of the song is No More X. So maybe the X can be like no more like mistakes, no more, I don't know. But it sounds very powerful and intense. And I remember their songs are very strong, upbeat, lively, complicated too. So let's check them out right now. I don't know much about them. I just remember, I think the leader was a rapper. There was a really tall guy, not really tall, but taller than other members. And he was like a dancer. One guy had like really puffy, fluffy poodle-like hair in Road to Kingdom. So that's all I remember, but it's also a huge group. So help me out as I figure out who is who. A fancy car going into this fancy place. Looks like there's some lightning going on. Not your typical like a house or mansion, but it's kind of cool. I like to go inside and peek. There are like drapes, I think, everywhere. So yeah, that's all I noticed, and let's check it out right now. TO1's No More X.
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Let's talk about X. 나도 몰랐던 나 작은 달콤함은 환상이 돼. Yeah. From the minimum to the max. From the minimum to the max. 날 뒤덮으니 현실하게. It's so mysterious, like a dream, that thing.
차려가는 모양으로 깨어나니 감각 속에 다가온 숨을 담아 전부를 걸어난 오늘
찰나의 사이 난 파고든 악 나와 맞선 나의 운명은 이미 X. 찰나의 사이 난 파고든 악 나와 맞선 나의 운명은 이미 X.
오늘 dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Like the Truman Show 모두의 시선 속에 나는 겁없이 시작해내지 새로운 race. 손을 떠나보낸 화살은 다 X-Team. 누구도 가늠하지 못해 내가 가진 max.
난 나로 다시 태어나는 중 하나도 남김없이 다 새로 썰 룰 아무나 날 따라하지 못해 내가 뻗은 길이 아니고서는 no way. 차려가는 모양으로 깨어나니 감각 속에 뜨거운 숨을 담아 전부를 걸어난 all in.
똑바로 봐 웅크렸던 나인 돼버렸지 time 이제 난 no more cry. 똑바로 봐 웅크렸던 나인 돼버렸지 time 이제 난 no more cry.
No more.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. No more. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
날 끌어당긴 나의 gravity 낯선 어둠에 이끌려가 한 줄기 빛이 피어나는 찰나 시작된 이 magic. 어떤 한계도 넘어서 두렵지 않아.
No more
Dum 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 dum. dum 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 dum.
No more.
Dum 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 dum
여보했었어
dum.
날
Dum 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 dum.
돌아다닌 destiny.
Okay, Wake One, is that the name of their company? Maybe? That's why there's like 201, because there's a 1 in the company's name. Anyways, they are doing a darker concept than the happier concepts I saw from Road to Kingdom. I know that was a while ago, but that's the only thing I can connect with. But very powerful. There were some parts that reminded me a little bit of the previous song, or maybe they used it and it was kind of like foreshadowing this. I don't know. But it's great to see them as kind of like vampires. That's what I'm getting, or some magical dark beasts. But let's go back to the beginning and talk about my observations. So we see a few people coming out of this car. They were dressed in white, maybe kind of like pure innocent vibe first until they enter into the room. And when I first hear like the dum 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 dum, it reminded me of I've heard of this before, and I'm pretty sure it was when they were still TOO, but I remember hearing that when they were, I remember that choreo too, when they do dum 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 dum, the leader is like shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. You know what I'm talking about if you watch Road to Kingdom? Like, that was really cool when he did that, and I was like, ah! So that stuck in my head. There we go, that's where I heard it. Anyways, that's the connection I got. And then we see them wearing white and black from time to time, so he was wearing black and now he's wearing white again. I believe he's the rapper and the leader of the group. But interestingly, it's not just white. They all had some patches of red or even some flower patterns going on. Red was also very important color, and we see them kind of going to different places. I couldn't really tell what this was saying. Not even now. I see the word X, but oh, no more X, something right here. So we see them in this abandoned area, but also kind of like a fancy place, like that mansion we saw. And we see a lot of red, they're eating. There's a poor little ferret here. We see eyeballs, what look like eyeballs, seafood. And so it's not your typical meal, and they're dripping like green blood versus red. That's what I thought. And then we see them back up here. So it's just transitioning. So whatever I click, I will explain it. So sorry if it's not like all fluidy and smooth. But they also they danced in groups or units, and sometimes, as a whole. So the intensity, I guess, changes depending on how many people are dancing together. And I'm pretty sure you're the main dancer, at least one of the dancers I remember from Road to Kingdom. And they all matured. I mean, it could be makeup too, but after a year, they all have grown up. And so, yeah, it looks like he's injured in some ways, and others are having little flowers and trying to fight, kind of a feel going on. Very powerful vampires, I think they turn into. And there's, drinking wine, pouring wine to the floor. But I'm just talking about like the red concept here. I don't know if everyone got enough screen time, just because I don't know the members very well. But yeah, so this part kind of showed someone died, someone was floating, and I think they turned into vampires, and they started drinking that, and their eyes started changing colors. Even though they were wearing white, they kind of have like a dark feeling hovering over them. And a few members like him got hurt too, and we are in the rain, so it feels like maybe when they are dark, that's when they get hurt. That's sad, painful vampires. But in white, they seem to be, scar free, but also kind of magical in some ways with all the lightning going on. Seems like they're magicians who are also vampires. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. As to the actual song, I don't know what they're saying, so let me know what the lyrics are saying or how it connects to the MV. I mean, I usually check the English translations too, but would love to hear your input as well. Yeah, so vocals, rapping, good, powerful choreography this time around, and I think they're doing well. I'd love to get to know them more. So yeah, this is like the darker side of them transforming, drinking red blood, so to speak. Their hearts are abnormal as they glow in different colors. His heart is blue. The other guy's heart is like, what? Orange? So it's like a very magical world, and we don't know. I don't know what's really happening, but it looks pretty cool. And then lastly, this driver, one of the members, kind of drives away, so to speak, and ends it before the final pose, which is the mansion we were in that was once kind of bright and now it dimmed to red and darkness, and they look like they're kind of like vampires, like hunching, greeting in a way that looks vampire-y. So that's what I got. But no more X. They say no more and then dumb. So I don't know. X is dumb. But I am so happy to have found them again. So continue to support TO1 and enjoy No More X many more times. And if there are other songs that you recommend by them, please let me know and help me figure out who is who slowly but surely. Thank you, and I'll see you in another reaction.